Hey everybody, welcome back. Glad to have you watching the videos. Thank you all very much for the comments. Thank you for the requests. I really enjoy doing the videos for you guys, and I'm really glad you guys are watching and picking up stuff. I've been getting a lot of good feedback, even like out in public and stuff, and I'm really happy it's helping. Today I am going to present to you this DME. If you've never seen one of these, it is a very cool brace. I don't know how popular they are. I've used them off and on for the last couple years, but it is called by name. If you're searching it online or Google or whatever, it's called a castaway brace. Castaway, and the whole idea of this is if you have a provider who wants to put somebody, like in this particular case, it's an elbow, or we could say a forearm or a distal humerus, but they want to put somebody in this position. But they want them to be able to remove it, whether it be for a shower or swimming, or if they want to have them remove it for PT, which is very common, or if they just want to have them move it to start getting back their range of motion. Other reasons that again are very common, they want to put them in this versus a cast because they're post-op and they have to continue checking the incision, or if they have hardware or whatever. Lots of reasons for this to be applied versus a cast. Also too, you may be at a facility and you're thinking, okay, well what's the difference between this and just making them a fiberglass or plaster splint, a posterior long arm splint, which again, if you go back in the videos, there's demo videos about how to make a posterior long arm splint. You may not be proficient in plaster, or you may not be comfortable with it, or you may, and when we say fiberglass, we're talking about and again I have to use a brand name because it's the one that everybody uses, but it's the 3M or the Orthoglass, which everybody knows. It's the strips of fiberglass wrapped in the sock. You may not have that at your facility, or you may, for whatever reason, you may be out of it. In which case, this would be another option. So, okay, enough of that. Let's talk about how this thing works. You have two metal rods, very hard rods, and they create this right angle. You have a medial one and a lateral one. Inside of this comes its own sling, which I am going to detach for now, and because I don't want that to get in the way of the demonstration. And then you have in this particular case you have 3 straps, and we're going to talk about all the extra pieces because it comes with some really cool extra pieces. So what you do is you undo the Velcro, just like so. There's a buckle. You undo the buckle, and then you undo this one. Underneath here, there's Velcro everywhere. You do all the Velcro. There's another buckle. Now this is super cool. This is super cool. There is a nice cover right here to go over the bony part of the radius, so the straps aren't rubbing down on the radius. It's a really nice little cover. It's super nice. We'll talk about that guy in a minute. And then you have the strap for the humerus. And again, I'm sorry. Same thing. You go up here and you have a super nice little bicep cover. Really nice. It's really comfortable. Like I said, I'm kind of a fan of this brace. I like it. It's easy to apply. The patients like it because it's comfortable and it's removable. If you look inside, it looks just the same as a posterior splint or the inside of a cast. So what we're going to do here in a moment, and by the way, this guy is really cool. This is for the hand and the wrist, and it's besides the fact that you can mold it, which I'm going to do when I put it on, you can mold it to the patient exactly to fit their hand. And of course, you have a little strap here to go between the thumb and the palm. But the cool part is, if for whatever reason the doctor doesn't want that on there, all you have to do is undo this Velcro, and the whole thing slides off. It's super awesome. Or, for example, say for example, you have a patient, you're putting this on and it fits really nicely, but for whatever reason, they have a little bit longer distance. The wrist and the hand, or they have a very long, for whatever reason, a nice long hand. You can extend it. Or here's a good example too. Say for example they have pins they have pins protruding from the fingers or from the hand. If it's a hand surgeon, you can extend this out to protect where the pins are sticking out. Just super nice. It's just really, it's a really cool little feature. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pause in a second. I'm gonna apply this to the patient. Okay, and go. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and apply this now. I've gone ahead and adjusted all the straps. I've kind of made them all look nice and neat and out of the way, so that way when I go to apply it, I'm not flim-flamming with the straps, and you guys get a good visual of what's about to go down here. So on this particular patient's arm, you can go ahead and come in just a little bit. Right there's good. He has a watch on, so obviously in a real patient scenario case, we'd have him remove the watch. And again, we're gonna kind of place him in a right angle here, and right this way a little bit. Right there's good, and come up high. There you go, perfect. You're gonna have him in a neutral position, so as much of a right angle as he can do. His hand's gonna be in a neutral position. You're gonna come in behind him with the brace. You're gonna lay the brace on him just like so, and have him slide down into the pocket there. Nice and comfortable, as best they can. Again, remembering that we're dealing with a pseudo patient right now. So first things first, you take the bicep pad and you place it inside here. Get it all nice and comfortable, right? That fits, so we're good there. And then you take the forearm one, make sure we're good. And we are, except for the watch, which we know we would take off. And make sure, of course, that doesn't go into the crease there. So let's go ahead and start with the forearm one. Since we have him there and it looks like it fits really nicely, take the little, I'm sorry, hang on one sec, I gotta do this real quick. Sorry. I'm gonna attach it real quick. Stay right there for me for a sec. And I'm gonna attach it just like so. Just like so, and I'm going to come up underneath, just like so. And the only reason is because I don't have an extra set of hands helping me, so I'm kind of maneuvering solo here. You place it in, just like that, and then you get your first strap. The first strap will be the proximal radius ulna strap. And come down a little bit like this so they can see. There we go. I'm going to run it through the buckle. Maybe. And I'm going to give it one little tug. Not a big deal. Little bitty tug. And I'm going to Velcro. We can always come back and revisit that in a minute. So let's leave that guy and let's work on the bicep one now too. So again, there's that little Velcro strip down here. We're going to attach that to the little Velcro strip. And then we're going to do the full Velcro. All the way through the buckle. Down here so you can see. Elbow down for me. There you go. Thanks. Like that. There you go. Okay. And same thing. Let's adjust that so it's right over the bicep. I'm a little bit off, so I'm going to fix it. There we go. That looks better. And we'll give it a little tug, just like that. And again, we can come back and revisit as need be. And then we're gonna do the distal forearm, which should be relatively easy because we have those first two straps on. You come in, just like so. Now, you have these two support straps, one that's lateral and one that's medial. You bring it underneath the frame, and I'll show you over here as well. And you give it a little bit of tension, and that helps maintain the right angle, just like that. So, all right, so we have this on. Let's go back and revisit these, make sure, like this one, no, that one's okay. You know what? I actually like what these are. These are good. And then we'll have him, again, like we talked about, neutral position. I'm going to come to the hand so you can see how we're going to do this now. You shape it. Now, and actually, in his particular case, what we were discussing a moment ago about extending this, it's actually going to work out really well because he actually needs to have it extended because we need to go just to the, let me come out to here. There we go, right there's perfect. We need to come out, as we all know, any splinter cast, you want to go to the base of the fifth phalange. So in his case, we're going to loosen that little strap and we're going to extend him a little bit, right about there. I think that would be really nice and comfortable. And then we kind of shape it to his hand. And we take that Velcro strap we talked about a second ago, we run it through, and we Velcro it, just kind of comfortably snug like that. And then the last thing we're going to do, I'll pan back up to the top for a second and come way over there. There you go. Back here, way back here where you can't see, there's a little loop right there. There's a little loop. No big deal. I'm going to run the strip that comes with it for the sling, the little sling belt, if you will. I'm going to Velcro it. And of course, like any traditional sling, you're going to run it through the neck. And in this case, it doesn't have another ring to attach it. So what it has actually is it has Velcro. And the reason is because what you're going to do is you're going to come like this and you're going to Velcro it to the material and just have them go dead weight. And if I may, I'm going to show you. Let's turn that around. There you go. You can see how it looks. So again, that is the Castaway. Turn this around for you. There you go. That's the Castaway brace. Takes the place of a posterior splint, or if they want to do a cast type positioning without the cast. Again, thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. I'm going to grab this for a second and I'm going to do one more view here just so you guys get a final view of what this looks like from all angles. So again, you got the metal rods, you got humerus strap, support straps, proximal radius ulna, distal radius ulna, you got the nice forearm pad, the nice bicep pad, you got the sling, you got the adjustable wrist and the adjustable hand, the moldable pads, and that, without showing my buddy's face there, is it. You guys have a good day.